What we found on election night was that the lieutenant governor's race, meaning both the Republican and Democratic candidate, the total number of votes cast, was running meaningfully behind the rest of the statewide races. The red line that you see there is the 2014 midterm. It is the drop-off between the governor's race, so how many people cast a ballot for governor and how many people cast a ballot for lieutenant governor, right? So usually what we see is that as you move down the ballot for a whole bunch of reasons, there are a little bit fewer votes every position down the ballot, right? And what you would normally expect is that that goes in a pretty regular pattern. So the gray line is actually the 2010 midterm, and you'll notice both the gray and the red line have this nice gentle slope, right? That is exactly what this curve should look like. And in fact, I've made a note up here that in 2010, some of the offices on the statewide ticket actually weren't in the same order on the ballot. And so even still, the drop-off curve looks the same. And what that tells us is that the drop-off, what we call the rate of decay in statistics, I told you we were going to talk now, that actually isn't determined by the name of the office you're running for, it's determined by your position on the ballot. Which brings me to what I call the vampire thing, which is this giant, pointy, irregular dip, the anomaly, the thing we wouldn't expect to see. That is the drop-off between governor and lieutenant governor in the 2018 Georgia general election. Yeah, that's not normal. Not even normal. And by the way, the size of it, just to put it in perspective, there are 169,000 fewer votes between governor and lieutenant governor. Some of that would have been normal, a little bit of a drop-off. We estimate that this anomaly accounts for as many as 138,000 missing votes. Yeah, it's a lot.